Steelers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. Pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down. It's Gibson.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out right at the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. Five yards remain on second down. Now Saquon Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right there, 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Seattle.
1
Now it's Carson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Hand off to Chris Carson. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
7-7, our score after 1. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to number 16.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And Jones has it over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw again. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Washington.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
It was taken down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. and is much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Barkley on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Ross on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Seahawks.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Seattle.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Barkley looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 6.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
On the carry.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6. Today's finals, Washington.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.